I think we are in a friendship recession in midlife. I think we are lonely for one another. It was the other night, a suddenly quiet house. All the kids are gone. And I was thinking about my friends, the ones I've missed, the ones I've lost, the ones that are no longer here. I was thinking about friendship, not the movie kind, or the TV show, the four archetypes with the perfect brunches at the perfect brunches. I mean the real thing, the kind that takes energy to keep alive, the kind that sometimes drifts in and out, the kind that you don't have time for because of family responsibilities and work and marriage or looking after parents or just trying to survive. I have this hypothesis, this suspicion maybe, more than a hypothesis. Perimenopause is not just about that cocktail of estrogen and testosterone and progesterone that change and are depleted, in the 5 or 7 years or 10 years before the actual pause. It's what happens to hormones inside of our lives. Stress, loneliness, and a kind of thinning out of our communities, of our girl bosses and our best friends that we used to spend hours talking to, the ones who made everything less heavy. I don't know that friendship, and I'm not suggesting that friendship and friends will cure our symptoms in perimenopause. But I have to wonder, just as, when you're living with a roommate and a friend or who's a female, or you have a sibling or a daughter or niece that lives in the same home as you, how your cycles sync. Maybe in perimenopause, maybe we need our community of women. And isn't it strange how we're so hard on each other? And the first thing that goes and changes in our lives are our friends. Perimenopause can last. It can last up to 10 years. And yes, some women, they never have symptoms, but the majority of women, over 80% of women, do. And the symptom list is long, hot flashes. And well, actually, not everyone gets hot flashes. For years, I never had hot flashes. I could count how many times I've had a hot flash on one hand, but I've gotten sweaty. Mood swings, insomnia, palpitations. I used to get palpitations, joint pain, brain fog, itchiness, smelliness. It's like we're Snow White. What feels mild for one woman can be crushing for another. Research shows context matters. The life that you're living in. And I don't like the term lifestyle because that feels like it's a choice. But higher stress and poor sleep correlate with worse symptoms. Women with low social support are 4 to 5 times more likely to report severe symptoms compared to those who have strong networks. What is a friendship? What are friendships? They quite literally are medicine, and we haven't even known it. Here's the rub. Keeping friendships alive requires energy. And what don't you have in perimenopause? Energy, capacity, tolerance, patience, especially when you have children and you're raising teenagers, or you're looking after parents. If you're parenting solo, or you have a quiet partner, or you're always the one planning and holding things together, You've been doing the social labor for everyone for years. Now you don't even have capacity for your friends, for the ones you love. So many of those friendships that we used to have disappeared. So many of them were utilitarian. They were the schoolgate parents, the hockey, soccer, carpooling parents. They were the parents that you saw on the playground. Many fade with the seasons. Then midlife arrives and you realize the people who knew you, who you know, don't live near you anymore. That matters. It's not just about going out for dinners or not. It's who can I call, no matter the distance? Who's gonna hear me and understand me no matter what I have to say? Who can I pick up the phone and reach out to who knows me and I don't even have to provide context to them? I remember when my mom passed away during the pandemic because of COVID. Really suddenly, she passed away after 18 days after she contracted COVID. One of my best friends still said she drove 90 minutes to stand outside on the driveway with her mask and cry with me with my mask on the driveway. She had a little gift bag too, as she gathered all these little things that she had to make me feel better. And she knew she couldn't make me feel better, but she did make me feel better. Her presence was so healing. I'm never going to forget that act of grace. My mom was also full of grace and grit. My mother was a nurse and a midwife, and she taught me that. She was a nurse who believed that we were indeed individuals with souls, but also we need a village of women to make a life. Wherever she went, she built a village. She made friends across cultures, from South Africa to Hong Kong, from Guyana to England. She had colleagues and friends to the day she died that were from Scotland, Zimbabwe, and Trinidad, and Jamaica, Sri Lanka, and Ethiopia. She was never against women. She was always for women. She believed that joy was communal, and I think she patterned that in me. Even though I love solitude, I love to meditate, I crave a cave. But I also crave companionship and the holding of space by my women sisters and friends. The research echoes the truth that we all know. Stress and symptoms of stress amplify each other. Chronic loneliness raises the risk of depression, anxiety, and heart disease. Women with strong friendships cope better and feel symptoms less acutely. Research shows that we replace about half of our friends every 7 years. Studies after studies confirm there is something called friendship churn. And I think about what that means in terms of stress and the world we are living in and us being conditioned out of loving one another and being constantly in struggle and conflict. I mean, all of these shows, these housewives of Beverly Hills and London and Toronto, and God bless them, but they're always fighting. I don't know how they do it. Perimenopause spans an entire cycle. You might start with symptoms that are so quiet and so narrow and shallow that you think that it's just you and you don't even realize you're going through a neurological, biological, physiological, psychological, sociological identity transformation. That weight gain isn't just about the number on the scale, it's about the clothes that you cannot fit into. It's about not looking the way you used to. It's about people treating you differently because of how you look. And then you match that with how you feel and not having the capacity to help and heal and love yourself. And we think we are going through this by ourselves, but actually we are all going through it at the same time, just desperately by ourselves. Midlife women are pressured to fight time while living through this internalized biological revolution that is reshaping us, and we have to pretend that it is not happening. So we go on social media and show our bodies and talk about facelifts and Botox. And listen, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying have a facelift if you want one. Botox yourself to the sea. It's not that I don't care. Do what you need to do to love and look after yourself, but let's not impose that on every woman. Let's not enshrine the societal gaze and frame women's lives as only being about looking young. When we were young, did we like ourselves more? Did we love ourselves more? These are the questions I ask. In the middle of the night, when my kids are gone. This cultural cocktail of shame and dismissal, the illusion of eternal youth in men and women, makes us think, programs us to think that we are always wrong. We need each other. I need you. You need me. We shouldn't pretend. We shouldn't pretend that this industrialized, post-industrialized, technological third room of judgment and harshness and the algorithm of anger and rage, that's going to help us be well. Not just drugs and pills and red light therapy, although apparently it really works. I'm not telling you not to take estrogen. Listen, do whatever you can. I'm going to do whatever I can to be well and strong. But what I'm saying is that we need each other. And after decades of listening and coaching women and teaching and training, what I can tell you is midlife is a revolution, and it is a renaissance at the same time. It is a reclaiming and a rebirthing. And some of us are missing it because we think there is something pathologically wrong with us. When we are in a change that we cannot control, but we can impact. And we need our village. And the village isn't just for children and elders. The village is for us. I need you, and you need me. And we have to resist. We have to resist the hate and the anger and the thing that says we are less. We have to build circles that are tender and forgive one another, and remember that friendship is not a nice to have. It's not a cherry on the top of a sundae. It's not an extra something. It's an everything. It's a medicine. Because we're all medicine women for each other. It's how we make life. Perimenopause, I think, is a bridge to a new future, and I'm here for it. And I hope you are too. Wherever you are, my friends, may you be well. May you be strong and loved and able to forgive the past and not ruined by traumas inflicted by others, but creators of new days and new realities and a future that is hopeful. Namaste.